To answer your question, yes, as believers, we are supposed to hold each other accountable. But I think one of the prerequisites that we usually skip over is that accountability also requires covenant. Correction also requires covenant, right? And I think what we do many times as believers is we'll jump online and we'll try to openly rebuke leaders and openly rebuke fellow believers, and even though open rebuke is a thing, you got to understand when you do it in a social media tabloidy type way. But when the Bible talks about it, the Bible is speaking of it in a community aspect, people that are in covenant, people that are walking together, doing life together, right? And here's the reason that I say that. I can, and I'm going to go extreme with it, I can see, let's say a woman of God. I can see a woman of God, and maybe she is not dressed in a way that I feel is appropriate to say that you are a woman that's a minister or a worship leader or a preacher or any of the things, right? And so I may post a picture of her up on TikTok, do a whole think piece about how she can't be godly, her dress is too tight, this, that, the other, right? But because I'm not in covenant or community with her, what I may not know is that this woman was somebody that even before she came to Christ, she was half dressed. That was her thing. Her thing was halter tops and booty shorts. Her thing was dancing on social media in bikinis and bras, right? My point is, you don't know how far God has already brought someone. You don't know, and because we relate sin always to just what we can see, you know, we have these social standards and social constructs of what a believer is supposed to look like, but we can never see their heart. Most of our sin issues never manifest on the outside. Most of the darkness of our hearts never manifests in an outward way where people can see it. So most of the sin is a heart thing, a spiritual thing, right? And we can never see that. And so because of that, we don't know. We never know how far God has already brought somebody. We never know what he's already pulled off of them by their walk with him, right? And you only know those kinds of things most times by walking through life with somebody, by being in covenant with somebody. Therefore, if you see them straying or if you see them regressing, you can hold them accountable, but you won't know regression or a falling or a failing from actually them improving if you don't know them. And that's why accountability, while yes, it is a biblical thing, it is a thing among believers, it has a prerequisite, a requirement, which is you can't hold me accountable for something you don't know about me. If you don't know me, you don't know how far I've come. You don't know what God has already delivered me from. You're looking at this one thing that I still may be trying to fight my way through, but he's already delivered me from 10 things. I'm not what I want to be, but I'm not what I used to be. But you don't know what I used to be because we're not in community. I hope that makes sense.